All right. Welcome to episode 3 of my return to Asheron's Call, and this is Dizzarian. Um, all right. This episode we're going to be talking about spells. Right where I left off. I'm sitting. Before we get going, I want to apologize for the previous two videos. Quality. I know they're low. I've been working on that, and I think this episode is going to be much higher quality, so you'll actually be able to see these numbers, see the chat, and follow more of what I'm doing. Anyway, so I'm sitting on 42,000 experience. That's a lot, especially at level 10. So I need to raise my skills. Now, like I said, this episode we're going to be talking about spellcasting and getting my spell bars set up, and I need to figure out how high my spell levels are. I'm going to put a link into the show notes about spells and success chance, and they're all based on this number for your skill. So at 84 skill, which is at right now, and again I haven't raised anything really, I have a 100% chance of casting level 1 spells, and I have about a 90% chance of casting level 2 spells, and I have no chance of casting level 3 spells. Um, as a battle mage, I'm wanting to raise those numbers as high as I can, as quickly as I can, because that allows me to take bigger and badder things, kill things more efficiently, and yeah. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to raise up my focus and self. If you remember, each one of these life magic and war magic, they are they're based on focus and self divided by 4. So any points I put into here into focus and self is going to raise both skills divided by 4. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to raise these up. Let's see. Looks like we got some player killers here messing around. So I'm going to, I don't know what this guy is, Fury of Darkness. I'm going to wave at him. No, it's not a Valley Command. Anyway, so I've raised both of my focus and self to 120 base, which has raised like my war magic to 87, and that's not bad. A lot of times whenever I'm raising skills, you see this experience to raise, which number it basically goes up every time you put points into it. Try to kind of keep those levels. So now I'm going to go over to my war and life magic, and I'm going to raise them up. So let's see how far up I can get this before it gets. I think I can probably go up to base 100 here pretty easily. 8, 9, 100. Oh yeah, easily 100. So I'll do the same to war magic. Lots of clicking because I've been sitting on these things for a while. Easily 100, and I still have almost 20,000 experience. So let's try to raise that up to 110 each. Yeah, 110, 110. And we can see here it's at 123. I've got some spells cast on me, and I'll have even more when I actually go into a dungeon. At 123, I'm at 100% chance to cast level 2 spells, and I'm at about an 84% chance of casting level 3 spells, which is pretty good. And I probably could put those up to where I'm definitely into my level 3 spells, but I need to work on my mana conversion first, because we don't want to let it lag behind too far, or else those spells, even though you're able to cast them and able to land them, they're going to be eating up so much mana that it'll hardly be worth casting them, and we do not want that. We need the mana. Mana is always a major problem. So you can see there, mana conversion base 84. So that's a little weak, but we'll leave it at that. So, because I'm out of experience, I need to kill more before I can even do that. can see one of the nice things they've added in now is a town portal network. So all of the towns can be found, all the major towns can be found through this portal. It's very nice, and we'll go through there eventually. But for now, we need to find some spells. I want to buy a set of level 3 spells and a set of level 2 spells. That's a creature. There's Apprentice of Item and War. And these are level 1 spells. We already have those. Okay, now these are level 2 spells. So we can go down through here, and for like my level 2 spells, I'm going to make sure I have a full set of just, you can see here for like Acid, here's Acid Streak, which is a fast moving spell. This is mainly for PvP characters. Here's Acid Stream, which is what I currently use, but it's a level 2 spell, so I'll be buying it. Double click it. And Acid Arc, which kind of, you know, it shoots it at an arc, so you can kind of shoot over a hill. So I'll buy a full set of just the base spells. So there's Acid Stream, Flame Bolt, Force Bolt, Frost Bolt, Lightning Bolt, Shockwave, and Whirling Break. So that's a full set of level 2 spells. This guy sells Void Magic. Yeah, okay. I'll be buying the same set of level 2s and level 3s. For the Life Magic guy, I'm going to be getting a set of drains. So I can drain health off of somebody, which adds to mine. I can drain mana, which adds to mine. I can drain stamina, which adds to mine. I can do health to mana, health to stamina, mana to health, mana to stamina, stamina to health, and stamina to mana. So basically it's a way to transfer between these bars. So I can go from mana to stamina, stamina to health to stamina. But it depends on the level of spell, the amount of mana conversion you have, the amount that those bars are full. You can eventually make it work to where you can basically just transfer around and always have full health and always have full mana, but it takes a while to get there, and you compensate that by when you're fighting a monster that you'll be draining them of their own stamina and health and then transferring that to your mana. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to go find the rest of these spell guys and buy a full set of level 2s and level 3s. Also on the Life Magic guys, I'm going to be buying Vulns, which make, I mentioned it earlier, but I can make a character more susceptible to, say, fire. So I can cast a vulnerability on him, say, alright, I want him more susceptible to fire, cast a level 3 fire spell, and it does more damage to him. So I'm also going to be buying that. And I'll be back after I buy and learn these spells. Alright, so here in my inventory you can see I've got a full set of spells. Here's my level 3 war spells. Here are my level 2 war spells. Here's my level 3 stamina manas and vulns and level 2 ones. And to learn them, you just double click on them. And as long as you're skilled enough, it's going to go into your spell book. And you can see here a listing in my spell book. It's kind of a pain to double click on these and then always have to close down my spellbook window. Here's a little trick. You can turn off all of these schools of magic, and then you can just go down through here and all these spells. Fast forward. Alright, and we got all those sold, or learned. Now, before we get going here, we need to get some components. Spells require that we have scarabs and tapers. It used to be a much more complicated system with spell economy, which is unique to Asheron's Call, with learning spells, discovering spells, using different components for spells. Now it's all been kind of boiled down and easy. We have to buy by spell components. You can see like there's all these herbs and stuff that you used to have to use. We don't have to do that anymore. All we need now are tapers with these prismatic tapers. I'm going to go ahead and just get about 250 of them. That should last me a long while. And lead scarabs we already have. I put them over here in my backpack. See, here's 5. That's more than enough for lead scarabs. I'm going to get about, I don't know, 15, 18 iron scarabs. Those are for level 2 spells. And I'm going to get 25 copper scarabs for my level 3 spells. And what the hell, I'm going to go ahead and get enough 25 silver scarabs. That way I won't forget later on whenever I actually buy level 4 spells. And I'm going to move all of that over into my little bag. Okay. So I got those laid out now. So now I have components, I have the spells, I just need to place them on my bars. And let me open that up now. You've seen a little bit of this, but we are going to totally redo this. I'm going to pull everything off my bars here. Alright, you can see we have 8 different tabs of spells, where we can cast spells, I should say. And they each have a 1 through 9 slot, which corresponds to your number keys on your keyboard. But you can also move up and down your your magic bar by using delete, page down, and then N to cast the spell, and then page up and insert to switch between tabs. So just right there on those keys, on that page up and down little block of set of keys, you can control all this keyboard, and the home key will select the last opponent to attack you. So you can actually do most of your magic casting without ever touching your mouse or anything else by just using those 6 keys and just moving up and down and selecting what you want. But you need to organize them the right way, or at least some way that's convenient for you. For me, I like having the same set of 6 spells on every bar the same. That way, whenever and you'll know later on whenever I actually use these spells why that is. So the first slot I have is stamina to mana. I'm going to do this at level 2 because I want this always to fire off. So this will transfer stamina to health. I think I said that wrong earlier. Stamina to health. So that's kind of like I'm going to die. I need to transfer some stamina to health. From there, I have my stamina to mana spells. These are actually what you use a lot. I'm going to put a level 3 there, and I'm going to put a level 2 there. And I'll always have them progressed like that. As I'm moving up, it'll be 5 and 4, and 6 and 5. You know, it just depends on what level of spells I'm at. But these will transfer stamina to your mana. So this is a quick way of getting your mana back, because you will lose mana fast, and there's not you sitting down and letting it restore takes a long time. Drinking potions takes a long time. The best way as a mage is to do it this way. Then to restore that stamina, the best way is to drain it from your opponents. And I'm going to do a drain stamina 2 there. And so that will grab the mana off whoever I'm fighting. And I'm also going to put in a drain health 2. That's in case I start running low on health, and a drain mana other 2. So here I am. Those 3 spells are going to allow me to grab these 3 bars off of whoever I'm fighting. And I'm going to set up every single bar like this, because those are my go-to spells for everything, as a mage, as a war mage anyway. So let me go ahead and do that. Let's see, I said, yeah, 2 for everything except for that 1 stamina mana. Okay, so